tried. Yes. We just placed the flowers very carefully and we've adjusted Laurent so you can see them. So please do appreciate the flowers. Hello.
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 Well, it's 5 seconds in. This video has already gotten really weird. Anyway, hello. Today is going to be kind of a slightly different video than the sort of DIY vlogs that we normally do, because I thought it'd be quite fun to show, first off, where we started and where we are now with the renovation of Everdeen and the whole process, and then kind of talk about future plans a little bit. So it's kind of a timeline and reminiscing, and I don't know, there's going to be a lot of things happening in this video.
Stay until the end of the video so you can see about the future plans.
So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Basically, I a little over 2 years ago bought a French farmhouse in the middle of the Auvergne region in France, in a very small village. I'm a professional aerialist, and I wanted to buy a house to eventually turn into a space to do aerial training and aerial workshops and circus workshops and all kinds of things. So I bought a 200-year-old French farmhouse built in 1800 and started renovating it. There's not a lot of major structural renovations. It was more sort of mainly cosmetic renovations, and then a few...
Well, cosmetic plus all the electricity.
And the heat.
Most of the plumbing, heating, well.
Yeah, okay, so there were a few major renovations. And then the biggest renovation is not done yet, but it's going to be renovating the barn, which is currently in 2 levels, and we need to remove the middle, so it's going to be one big space. Which will then be 6.5 meters high, will be perfect for aerial training. If you don't know what aerial is, I basically, anytime you go to the circus, I am the one that's like spinning in the air on a hoop or on silks or a trapeze or whatever. So that is the plan. But in the past 2 years, quite a lot has changed so far. I don't really have a good idea of like where we are on the timeline of like from the beginning to the finished product, but
not yet finished.
It's not finished yet. Yeah. Actually, when I bought the house, it was before we had met.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't have a word to say in all that because we didn't know each other yet.
Yeah. Yeah. You had no vote. And
no.
Has that changed?
Not really.
No.
Well,
not a lot. You tried to vote against the really intricate design of the shower tiles.
Yeah, and it didn't work good.
Yeah.
I tried once to vote against the chandelier, and...
Oh, that was useless. That was never going to happen. No.
No.
Yeah, I bought the house originally before we met. That first summer, my parents came from the US and helped with a lot of projects there. We met towards the end of that summer, and then Laurent was able to come and do a couple of projects with me at the house, kind of over the winter and spring. Plumbing, so much plumbing. And then my parents came back again, and we were all there for a bit, all 4 of us. Fun. That was very nice. My dad basically followed Laurent around, watching all the tools that he used, and was like so entranced. He's your biggest fan.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Let's
start by talking about which rooms are finished. I'm going to use quote unquote because there's always something else to do.
Yeah, that's the thing with the house. It never really finishes. You always have things you need to do. When you finish all of it, then the first you did, oh, I did it not exactly as good as I would have done now, so I needed to do it again. So
or something else has broken while you were doing the first thing. Yeah. Basically, the house is in 4 stories. There is the ground floor, which is the garage and a small separate apartment that is kind of what we're planning to leave until the very last thing to renovate, because it's not part of the real interior of the house. And so it makes sense to like just leave that to the end. The first floor, the first European floor, or the second floor if you're American, is 3 bedrooms, a dining room, a living room, and a large bathroom. When I bought the house originally, there was literally 1 toilet, and it was
barely usable.
Barely usable. But you will see the toilet of nightmares in just a moment. And then on the second floor, third floor for Americans, there's another 2 bedrooms, the big kitchen, and a living room. And then the fourth floor is the attic space. And the attic is massive. It is the size of the entire footprint of the house. And it was very filled with spiders. Very filled.
And also with strange things, strange devices, and strange...
Well, that's the whole house, isn't it?
It's true.
Like, basically every time we've opened a drawer, you find something else, like a violin from 1927, or someone's school graduation certificate from the 50s, or, you know, a Victorian photo. Like, it's just everything is filled with, like, a treasure hunt. It's like a house that is also a treasure hunt. And then that's also not counting the secret storage shed in the garden, and the attic and barn, and the other secret house that I didn't know I was buying when I bought the house.
Yeah, there's a video about that.
There's a whole video about that story.
Here?
That's my face.
No,
It's somewhere in the...
oh, sorry. That was your nose.
That was my nose and most of my lipstick.
Somewhere here, there's a thumbnail about when you get a second house without knowing it. Basically,
included in the deal was a second abandoned house that I had no idea was included in the deal. And so that's an interesting story. So check out that video if you want to hear it.
You will have to cut this part. You will have to cut this part when I'm just hitting your nose.
I don't think I will, no.
Oh.
I think people should see how you treat me. Anyway, so let's talk about the floor that is almost entirely finished, which is the second floor. So that's the third floor for Americans. It's the second floor for Europeans. And that is the first place that we started working for many reasons. First off, because it was where the only toilet in the house was. It was also where the kitchen was, and it was where there was the bedroom that was basically done. Like, really, I've changed very little in what is now our bedroom. Let's see a little. I'm going to hopefully be able to find all these clips that I want to include in this video. But theoretically, we're going to do a flashback now to show you some of how the house was when I first bought it and walked in for the first time as the owner. So, flashback video.
Flashback.
We've got, first off, the kitchen. And yesterday I got off the train and I went and bought all the stuff to make sure I'd be warm and could cook. So I got a kettle, I've got a toaster, I've got a hot water bottle, which was a lifesaver last night. It's a nice big kitchen, but the only cabinets are these. So I am gonna probably splash out and buy like full on built-in cabinets, wood cabinets to go across this wall. I'm also gonna get a new stove because this one has that gas, which terrifies me. So I need to get some construction people in and ask if I can knock out that wall next to the sink to open it up, because there's a space back there. And if I could open it up and just have it open to the kitchen, that would be way better. Then we've got the first bedroom up here. I love this bedroom. It is really cute. I like that chair a lot. Moving on, we've got the bedroom I'm sleeping in, all the stuff I brought from Paris. I really like this wallpaper. That's why I chose to sleep in here. I think this will be like my permanent bedroom here. We've got this day bed that was in here. I think I'll move that out. I'm not crazy about that. And we have the living room up here with this beautiful chest of drawers. I love the color of this and the marble top. So that is really gorgeous. I'm really happy with that. These two paintings, this one and this one, that are original, which is fun. I've never had an original painting before. Another beautiful armoire. This lighting fixture that, because I'm tall, I've walked into about 47 times, so that's got to be changed. And the world's most 1970s couch. So the first thing we did was the living room and the bathroom upstairs. The living room basically needed to have all of the wallpaper stripped off, which was bad.
I think the helpers still remember that.
Yeah, the helpers, my parents, have, I think, full-on wallpaper PTSD from this experience. Partly because it was terrible, and partly because we didn't know what we were doing. Really, I feel so bad watching these videos now because I just watch them like scraping with little paint scrapers, and I'm like,
I think you should add a small clip.
We didn't even know to use water on it. It was bad. So here is that horrible process. It's coming off. It's not as easy as I was hoping it would be. Oh, that's going well. Helper number 2 was told to sit down and have a break, but did not take instructions well.
What else is new?
Yes, this is addictive. It is really fun in a way, isn't it? Why is there an electrical wire just hanging on up here?
Gotta be out of the way.
Did you cut through an electrical wire?
No, ma'am, it was just hanging there all the time.
What?
While I was laying here on the floor, all I did is put it up out of the way.
It's really good that we have the electricians in this week. So eventually we did get all the wallpaper off and we painted the living room. That really gave the living room a lot more atmosphere. I really love the dark color, which I totally stole the idea from my friends Georgie and Pete. Hello, Georgie and Pete.
Hello, Georgie and Pete.
When you come to Everdeen, it's going to look weirdly familiar to you. And then I ordered the only really piece of new and expensive furniture that I've bought for the house, which was the sofa. The sofa I wanted to really invest in because I knew it was something we were going to use really all the time. I wanted it to be super comfy, and I wanted it to get delivered because at this point I did not have a car. Which is, yeah, this was way before the car. So trying to deliver a sofa to yourself on a bike is not good.
Even with a small trailer, I think
it would have been bad. Although I did do that one time. I had 25 pieces of wood on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, this is the sofa. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I love it so much. And so the final touches for the living room after the sofa and the furniture, well, partly it was just kind of to rearrange the furniture quite a lot of times because it's kind of a tricky room to find a good furniture arrangement because you have the bathroom and the shower room on one side, you have the door coming on the other side, you have the window. So there's kind of a lot of things that determine where you have to place the furniture. So that did take me a while to kind of figure out the placement.
Did you really figure it out now?
I think so.
I think next time I'm going to go there, everything is going to be changed.
Maybe. So then I added in some little knickknacks, and I added in, most importantly, a rug and curtains because it was so cold in that room. And now with the rug and curtains, it's still really, 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 really freezing in the winter, but like slightly less. And it just made it feel more cozy. So here is the way the living room is now, which I think is the finished product of the living room. The other room we tackled immediately from jump was the tiny, tiny, tiny toilet closet, which basically, well, you'll see in this video, it was bad. The toilet was facing the door. You couldn't, if you sat on the toilet, your knees were hitting the door. I don't understand why you put a toilet there facing the door, and then there's like a whole big piece of space over here, but does the toilet go in the space? No, the toilet goes in the door corner. It still bothers me. Anyway, toilet. There are several places in the house that have this weird, like, it looks like tile, but it's actually just one big plastic sheet. And it's just screwed into the walls. And it's all in this bathroom, and it's all in the little kitchen downstairs. So we're going to remove this, hopefully. And I've got helper number 1. He is very, very happy to be on the camera right now and just woke up from a long nap. So we are now going to attempt to remove these plastic sheets, and God knows what is under them, and also this fabric that's on top of them. I'm a little bit scared. It's dark in here. I mean, if it's this easy, that's going to be not bad at all. All right.
It's going to come in all in one piece.
Rip it up.
We're going to have to take this off this piece here off, because they put this under that wood right
Oh my
there.
God, it's like a Rubik's Cube. Okay. We're going to cut it.
Just pull hard.
Just pull hard. Ah! See what the floor looks like under there as well. Oh, it's still a nice wood floor. It just needs sanding and varnishing. That's good. It looks so different than it did when I came here. I'm so happy about that. You can see I decided to go with the jungle wallpaper in here, and I love it. It looks a little darker on the video than it does in real life, but I am super happy with it. I think it's gorgeous, and it makes it feel like an interesting room and not just a small space.
See, that's taken up at low pressure. We don't want to overdo it because it's liable to pull it out, but I think it'll hold just enough for us to put the glue under there.
Okay, all of the wood pieces have been attached to the wall, and they seem pretty sturdy. I think that's at least enough to hold up one small sink. Ahem, your paint is dripping onto my paint.
It's because my paint's better.
Please stop sabotaging me. So that was the front part, the front panel.
Yeah.
And this is the top
this
panel.
side goes up now.
There's one side that is noticeably smoother because I sanded it, and that side should go up.
Let's see if it fits now. Haha. Dang, it does fit.
Look at that! I am very pleased with that. That looks good.
And so then we need just this small pipe in 32 millimeters to go to this pipe here for the evacuation. Yeah.
You're so photogenic.
Maybe it's better if we put a screw.
It looks good. Yeah, maybe it needs a screw in the back.
Oh.
I'm helping.
Cheese.
Yeah. Does it work?
Yay!
Ah!
Great.
Yay! I'm so excited.
It's looking good actually.
That is a thing of beauty. Yes! Functional sink in the bathroom. So happy. This is a huge step forward. I'm so excited to brush my teeth in here. I will just, since we're going through the whole house, I will just show you guys a little clip of our bedroom, but really the only thing I've done in the bedroom is I bought a antique bed frame because the bed... Yes.
A short bed frame.
It's not my fault that you're a giant.
I'm not giant. It just...
You need to talk to the carpenters of the Napoleonic era about that.
It's like too short, so I don't know what to do with my feet when I sleep. Just like...
Well, what you do is you sleep diagonally across the whole bed, and then I have a triangle. It's like this big. And I'm curled in a tiny ball.
You're the one that chose the bed, I mean.
Yeah, well... Beauty demands sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to cut somewhere down or up. I don't know what's the best.
The hair could give us a couple centimeters, maybe. You shave your head. So here's just a quick shot of the bedroom so you guys can see it. The only thing we really changed was moving the furniture around, and I added in the bed frame.
And the curtains.
And the curtains. And a rug. There's a rug now. That's very nice. So then we come to the two biggest renovations on the second floor. There's the blue bedroom and the kitchen. The kitchen is still kind of in progress. We're going to talk about the blue bedroom first because the blue bedroom is done. And it took me, I'm going to say roughly 187 years worth of putting wood on walls to finish that bedroom. The process of this bedroom. This is my PTSD. I think my parents have the PTSD of the wallpaper removal in the living room, and mine is the blue bedroom. Because first, it was this textured, terrible, textured concrete. So the first thing I had to do was put paintable wallpaper to smooth out those textured walls. Long process. Then I had to paint the paintable wallpaper. Then, the most traumatic part of this renovation was adding in the fake wood paneling by attaching trim pieces of wood to the walls, which was horrific for many reasons. Firstly, because the walls were nowhere near flat or straight. Like really, every wall was just like a giant curve that angled into the room. And I had the laser level that Laurent had left when he was there the last time.
But
and I was
even the walls don't have the same height.
Yeah.
So
I did the laser level. I looked at the wall. I was like, no. And then I had to I did paper mock-ups of the pieces of trim, taped them onto the walls, and then adjusted them to do it by eye so it would kind of look square.
Yeah.
That was awful. Then all the wood needed to be glued to the walls, which was a huge process, and cut to the right length so it all fit together in angles. It was so long. Everything was so long. But the blue bedroom is now done. We didn't really add in any furniture in there. I did reupholster a antique chair and then put the
bed. And the bed.
I reupholstered the bed. I blocked that out of my memory entirely. That's the trauma of the blue bedroom. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I've just been saying I don't hate that for 30 seconds, and I don't. I do not hate that. I think it's gonna look good. I've put up some pieces of wood. I still like how it looks, so I'm gonna start cutting. The final wall is done, and all the flies in the world came in here. Why are you here? Get out. You're not welcome. But yeah, that's your after shot of this step in the process.
Oh, that is unreal. Who can believe this?
I can't
What a
tell it's the
huge
same
difference.
room.
The boyfriend
It looks
squished
like
in the
it looks
corner.
like
Where'd you find that little mirror?
I found that in Paris.
I like that.
Yeah, I brought that down on the train. Those are the drawings that I found in here.
Planes, too.
Those are the ones that I found in the
no,
drawer
that's what
here,
you
yeah.
said, What about that one right there?
That's the same.
It's totally different, but greatly improved. Because it really brings out, I think, the personality of the house, and it just opens it up and makes it so much more light.
So, blue bedroom, I'm going to say it's 99% done because I do still want to add curtains.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the curtains that are ready to be added. We just need to put up some curtain rods and hang them. So, there's the 1% left still. Then, the other last major renovation project, except for the one that we're working on now, which I'll get to in just a second, is the kitchen on the second floor. So the kitchen, first off, needed to be, again, paintable wallpaper because it was the terrible textured walls. Did that. Then...
there was a wall with the stairs behind the,
Oh, yeah,
behind
the
the
wall.
wall.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. I'm beginning to worry. There was a wall that we removed.
Yeah.
You never saw it with the wall, did you?
I think I did.
Well-
The first time I went, there was the wall.
At first, with the house, the kitchen had a linoleum floor and a wall that was hiding a stairway and a weird closet with the sink inside the closet underneath the stairs and probably lots of spiders. I was really scared of that closet. I didn't like it.
Another exciting change. While most of the carpenters are outside working on the beam, they have dispatched one guy to come in and take down the wall in the kitchen. I cannot wait for this wall to be gone. I'm going to have a kitchen sink that is actually open to the room. It's going to be so much better. I can't wait. Wow, that was fast. He just ran out of here with that wall. It has disappeared very quickly. But I am so happy with this. The stairs are gorgeous. I'm so happy to have them as an architectural feature as part of the kitchen. It's going to be great in here. I'm so excited.
So the first thing we did was knock out that wall, which was really just sheets of plywood. It wasn't load bearing or anything. I
No.
don't know why there was a wall there. It was weird.
Yeah.
So exposing the stairs to the rest of the room, which made the room a lot bigger and really more like architecturally interesting. Took up the linoleum off the floor. I sanded and refinished all of the floor.
We had to do the walls again to install the new kitchen.
The pleco.
The pleco, yeah, the drywall.
Oh, yeah. So then we added the drywall.
Glued on the walls.
I was very impressed with this because you really did it like a pro, and I was like, "Oh, he knows things." It was very impressive.
Yeah.
And then we did the kitchen where I was really like, "Oh, he knows things."
Yeah, I like assembling IKEA furniture.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Do you need help?
Maybe I will.
Yeah, that seems like a two-person lift. I'm coming. So, breaking it to take it downstairs more easily,
Yeah.
or because we want to break things?
We'll have wood for the barbecue.
Good.
I think it's dry. Wearing gloves and glasses and earplugs are strongly recommended.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
And it's all in boxes. So, step one, find the correct box that we're looking for. Gentle.
Is there anything more sexy than a girl assembling IKEA furniture? I don't think so. They say that you should first put this. How can you guess an acrobat is doing IKEA furniture?
I'm too lazy to move.
So we basically assembled all of the bottom part of the kitchen on this side. We still have to assemble the cabinets for up here.
Yeah, of course.
They look so good! Yay!
I'm happy you like that.
So we do the doors now?
Now maybe we'll put the bacon for
The air evacuation thing.
evacuation. Yeah.
Yeah. So we finished this all last night pretty late. And this morning we cleaned up everything. Everything has been plugged in, everything is working. We've tested the stove and the oven and the fridge and all that. Everything is going good. And all of the assembly, all of the installation is done. And it feels like a proper kitchen in here. And it's so exciting. It is so different than from when I came here. I also painted the some of the walls. Not all of the walls are going to be painted. It's going to be a mix of colored walls and white walls because there's so many different wall spaces. I think it's going to look quite nice. But there is still a corner of the kitchen that I'm scared to do the drywall myself, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah.
I think I will not do a good job. So there's still a corner that is waiting for Laurent to have time to come back and do it. So that brings us down.
And also the tiles near the stove and the sink.
Oh yeah, we do need to do backsplash tiles. I have a plan for that though. That's going to get done. Maybe like in the next couple of weeks I'm going to get that done.
Will it be the same shape?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be horizontal.
Good. Oh.
That seemed to be the vote when I asked everybody what they thought looked best. The vote seemed to go for horizontal tiles. I listened to you guys. Thanks. Then, of course, there is the whole saga of the shower and creating. Basically, there was a wooden shower on the second floor.
Why not?
We took that out.
And the worst part of the wooden shower is not only it was in wood and wood and water is not working great, but also the pipes that get out, the evacuation pipes, didn't go to the égout, to the
sewer.
To the sewer.
They went to the garden.
They went in the rainwater through the wall, and it was just, there was a pipe that was so hard to remove from there. I fought with that pipe so much. I mean, some people in their life, they meet a tiger. I met the pipe, and I killed the pipe.
It's changed you.
Yeah, it changed me. It was really like a before pipe, after pipe. I don't want to talk about that anymore because it was really a strong step in my life, and it's very
personal.
Yeah, but
that is the state of the second floor. It is very close to being done. The second floor is so close to being
finishing the shower
done.
room. And
the other room that we've made quite a lot of progress on, although it's nowhere near finished, is the salmon bathroom. It's salmon themed. I know that sounds insane, but basically everyone in the region is obsessed with salmon. Obsessed. People love salmon. So I found some salmon wallpaper. It's supposed to be koi fish or something, but it's salmon now.
Yeah. and because there's a river called the Allier, and every time you cross that river, there's a sign called Allier Salmon River.
River of salmon.
River salmon. It's just if you cross the river, I will see salmon somewhere.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Leaping majestically over the bridge you're crossing. Yeah. So now we have bathroom of salmon. Here's bathroom of salmon. All right, next project. More of the plastic tiling.
You want to just break it?
Sure. And now I can start smoothing out these walls. I want to put putty over them to smooth them out and make them ready to be either painted or wallpapered. But that is almost the entire bathroom.
You did good.
I'm very happy with that. It looks great.
Oh, it really makes this
Yeah, that matches so
does
good,
great,
doesn't
much
it?
better now than what we had.
Now, this is kind of the part that we have to transfer over to a different mode, because that's kind of the things that we have done at this point.
Yeah.
There's also that I'm putting the paintable wallpaper up currently in the dining room, but that is like just the very first step on dining room stuff. So here are some of the future plans. The main future plan, the most clear future plan that I have, is for the dining room, because a couple of years ago, the helpers and I went to Ireland I was doing a job in Ireland, and they happened to be, free and wanted to come. So we went and hung out in Dublin for a while. And we went to a castle called Malahide Castle that was very famous for its living room and dining room being painted in a specific color called Malahide Orange. Stay with me here because I know orange sounds intense, but it is such a beautiful color. So you can buy paint in Malahide Orange. And what I'm going to do is buy paint in Malahide Orange. I'm going to have a Malahide Orange dining room. I think it's also going to have the wood faux paneling.
Mm-hmm. You're going to enjoy that.
Yeah, so much. Probably in cream. I'm thinking like the burnt orange and then like a cream color for the wood faux paneling. I want to find something to do with the chimney, because there's a small wood stove in the dining room, and I want to, since there's obviously a working chimney, or we assume working, I want to have some kind of fireplace, wood stove, something, but I don't know what the options are for that yet, so we need to find out what we could do. Other than that, there's going to be the big dining room table that we have. There's going to be a set of matching wood chairs, and the big chandelier is going to stay in there. And then this is maybe the most fun future plan. It was your idea.
Which one? Oh yeah, that's going to be a great fan. I don't know the name of it in English.
A dumbwaiter.
Yeah, we would like to put it as the dining room is going to be right under the kitchen. Mm-hmm. It would be nice to have a dumbwaiter
to bring the food down from the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
That's going to be a fun project. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
The other big project we need to do is figuring out what we're going to do with the big bathroom. We have a lot of ideas. Basically, we want to have a bathtub. Probably have to replace the bathtub that's there now because it's just not in great condition. And add in a shower. We want to remove the washing machine and the dryer from that bathroom and bring them down to the garage.
Yeah.
And just kind of make it into like a more updated, nice bathroom. We also
and also change the evacuation for that, because for now
the water evacuation
goes straight to the garden.
Yeah,
which is nice when it doesn't rain, maybe, but
it's nice until someone has to dye their hair red, and then the garden is also red.
Yeah.
The biggest future plan, of course, is the barn, and theoretically, the workmen are coming very soon. We've already paid a down payment on the carpentry work of removing the floor that separates the two levels and adding in the beams that will be the aerial rigging points. But, with workmen in France, you just never know when they will appear and when they will disappear. They're like mystical unicorns. And you got to get your net and just be ready to catch one.
And after that, we need to do the floor in the barn.
At the moment, it's a dirt floor, so we do need to also get our mason catching net out and catch some masons. Difficult.
Yeah, or maybe we'll have to end by just doing it by also a wood floor.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We'll see.
I feel scared. That seems scary. And the other massive project that I'm hoping we can start on soon, because that would be quite a game changer for like my situation of being able to train at Everdeen, is to do the attic. So the attic's in quite good condition. It just needs some interior boards to cover the insulation that's in the roof. It needs another big massive clean. And then we bought a test mirror to put on the wall. It seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
So we're going to buy a lot more mirrors and do a wall of mirrors and turn it into a dance studio / aerial and yoga studio. That will be a big deal for me, because that means I could start teaching private classes when I'm at Everdeen, like over the internet. I teach private aerial classes quite often, and so that would really be a step forward. Yeah. But those are the. Do we have any other big plans?
For later, the apartment.
The apartment.
The apartment. It would be nice, like to make it usable and kind of to insulate it quite good during the winter when it's cold, and we can only heat the apartment and not have to heat all the house.
And the walls are a lot thicker in the apartment, so that would probably take less heat to keep it warm. And also there's the fireplace, which I would really love to get working if we could. That would be really cool. But yeah, that's basically where we are. That's 2 years worth of progress. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like again, when I look back to how much things have changed, it seems like a huge amount of progress, but then it also seems like I just want it to be done. I want it to be done. But probably when it is done, I'll probably be sad, being like, oh, I wish we had more renovations to do.
You will have.
That's true.
The abandoned house.
Oh yeah. We got a whole second house to do. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
We're going to be 85 years old when this is done. Oh God. Anyway, on that note, this channel is going to be around for a real long time, so make sure that you subscribe. But yeah, please do subscribe and please do like this video if you enjoyed it. And we need to go. We're running late.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and
have a good day.
See you guys next time.